All right, y'all, next up we've got Acer palmatum Ukigumo.
Yeah, so it has the name floating cloud, and it makes sense because every 2 to 3 years it has a really awesome white variegation that's just spectacular. It's kind of different from any other maple in that it can almost look somewhat like a ghost series, and then sometimes it also looks just like a splatter effect. It's really cool to see from tree to tree.
Floating cloud. We should have put Fireball in here and just kept the whole Mario theme going. Floating cloud is awesome. It's a cool plant. It's not consistent on the white. So some years it'll be bright white, some years it'll be green. It's a tree that's consistently a great looking plant and bold orange in the landscape. I have mine in a high oak canopy. I mentioned it with that Arium. I get great color very consistently in that Ukigumo in the high oak canopy. Now, I often tell people what you want to do is leaf this out late, and people go, how do I do that? Do I have to control the weather? I can't control the weather. What does he mean, leaf it out late? What does that mean? Well, guys, low nitrogen fertilizers and a high shade canopy. That's the key for leafing a tree out late. Not a lot of fertilizer will not force the tree into an early breaking of dormancy. And then giving it plenty of shade is going to keep that root ball cool, and so you're going to leaf out slower and more consistency. So give it as much shade as possible. I think that's one of the tricks to the best color on Ukigumo.
That's really interesting, and it does have such a beautiful fall color. It's like a vibrant orange. It's almost like fire orange, so it's really stunning. And then it has these really interesting kind of claw-like habit to their leaves. So it's not, you know, a more traditional palmatum. It really has a beautiful curling effect at the end too that make it a standout maple. Great
growth on this one, typically around a foot of growth a year. Works zones 5 through 9. Definitely give it protection from the hot afternoon sun if you want to really peak those colors up. Some people can get by with this one in like the Pacific Northwest and sun. But most areas you're going to get the best color out of this one and a good bit of shade, kind of slow consistency to it. And again, very low nitrogen. That's really one of the keys too. Too much nitrogen will green it up quicker. But some springs you're going to go out there and it's just going to blow you away because the whole thing's going to be glowing white. And when it does that, it's really one of the most popular maples in the landscape.
Yeah, it's stunning, and it's also just cool to, you know, have a bit of a mystery. Each spring you have something to look forward to, so that's a lot of fun too.
Ukigumo on the 10 at 10 today.